Hey Gina, it's Leslie with Seniorology for week number 2, which is all about branding and your logo and things like that. So I wanted to go over what you sent back. It seems like you might be in the beginning stages of figuring out your brand, and the best way to do that is to think about what you want your clients to feel. A brand is way more than just a logo. The logo and the packaging and all of that, of course, plays into your brand, and it all needs to be consistent, but the actual brand part of it should be what you want your seniors to feel like. What would a Gina Wade photography senior feel like, or what they want to look like, that kind of thing, and make a list of those things. Do you want her to be sophisticated? Do you want her to be chic? Do you want her to be, to feel beautiful, whatever those words may be, but write those down, and that could be a beginning point. And you can even send me that list, and we'll go over that. I think that's probably the first thing you need to do. As far as in the beginning, we all kind of use whatever we can, and that may be, just a brush for a watermark and things like that. But at some point, it might be a good idea to think about hiring somebody to do an actual logo. It's an expense, but it's an expense well spent, because for a few times I tried, I had 2 or 3 logos that I did myself, and while they were fine, they never really gave the professional um, aspect that I was trying to portray. So at some point, I had to hire somebody, and a really good logo designer will be somebody that will get to know you and ask you certain questions, and really dive deep into what you want your brand to be and build a logo around that. Um, I looked at your Pinterest board, and it looks like you like a lot of grays and soft creams and um, colors like that. So um, I might would try to do a website that maybe reflects more of that than the harsh red and black and white. Um, let's see, and the background might be a tiny bit distracting, because it's very busy. So I might would go with something a little more simple, and showcase, that really shows off your photos a little bit better, and make your photos be the focal point. So I would do that. And then as far as packaging, it says that you use craft paper, brown, organic sort of looking. To me, that really is not at all what your website looks like. So I might would think about doing something that, if you're going to keep your website the way it is, then I would use the black and the red and the white. If you like the brown, organic sort of looking stuff, which to me seems a little bit more in line with your Pinterest board, then I would change your website, because you need it to be as consistent as possible. You want people, when they get a box of their prints from you, that they know they're from you without even opening it. That's part of your branding. Um, so those are a couple things I'd work on, and just decide, where you want to go from here and what you want your branding to be. And yes, it is always a good idea to do these types of things in the off season. December, January, February are times when not a lot of people want photos, because it's, rather cold outside. So that's when I would, really, really work on that. But that's a goal for you, and something I'd work toward, and just plan it out. I mean, nothing has to be done all at the same time, but you can plan it out and work toward getting it all together. But the biggest thing with branding and logos and packaging and websites and things like that is they all need to be consistent. So once you make a decision and have an actual logo, and decide what you want the look to be, then I would order the packaging accordingly and have it on hand, so that whenever you do, have to package an order or whatever, you have everything right handy to, carry out that branding. So I hope that helps. And like I say, if you'll make a list, we can start going through that and seeing which way you want to go. But I think if you really look at your Pinterest board and think about who you are, and brand your business according to you and what you like, instead of what maybe people think you might need to do or whatever, that's the way to go. Make yourself stand out, because people are hiring you for you. And I hope that helps. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And just, message me if you have any questions. Thanks so much.